What's going on, guys? PC here, and welcome to day 4 of Halloweek. In this episode, we'll be playing some Kiss Psycho Circus: The Nightmare Child. This is a bit of an underrated Dreamcast game, in my opinion. Sure, it's not the superior version of the game. The superior version would definitely be the PC version, but it's fun. I like it. I played through the entire thing, and I got a lot of enjoyment out of it, which is all that counts as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, the game is missing some levels and missing some bosses compared to the PC version. There's also some frame rate issues later in the game when there's a lot of enemies on screen. It tends to slow down quite a bit. But other than that, it's a fun game. I like it, and I really wanted to include it in this series because I'd say it's probably one of my favorite scary Dreamcast games, even though it's really not all that scary. I mean, it's got some demonic creatures and an ominous atmosphere to it, which I guess qualifies it as a scary game. But yeah, we're going to jump into a new game here and see how far we can make it. I'm not going to play through the entire game. That would take quite a while. But we'll give it about a half hour and see how far we can make it. So this game, to me, it seems like they kind of rushed it out the door. I don't know if they had maybe a deadline they had to meet to release the game, but definitely things about it seem to me that, yeah, they kind of rushed it and they didn't take their time with it. Like the missing levels and the frame rate issues and even keyboard and mouse support, which is a bit of a strange story because if you look at the game's config files on the disk, there is a controller mapping config file that actually mentions the Dreamcast mouse, specifically Dreamcast mouse in quotes. So it is the Dreamcast mouse they're talking about, not just like a generic PC mouse. It's not a carryover from the PC version. They did specifically mention Dreamcast mouse. So apparently at some point they intended on implementing mouse support. They just never got around to it. And which leads me to believe that, yeah, this game probably was rushed. It's they couldn't take their time with it like they wanted to and didn't get to implement everything they wanted to implement into the game. Oddly enough, the game actually does support the Dreamcast keyboard. Who would want to control this game with a keyboard? I have no idea. I mean, it's not like Doom. It's not a very simplistic first-person shooter like Doom is, where you don't really need to look up, down, left. Well, I mean, obviously you need to look left and right, but up and down is not as crucial because it's basically auto-aim. But yeah, this is a fully 3D first-person shooter, so controlling it with the keyboard definitely would not be ideal. But that being said, I don't think the controls on the regular Dreamcast pad are all that bad. I have played through the entire game and I had a lot of fun with it. Had no real problems with the controls other than, just the fact that I'm using a controller. And this is coming from someone who is pretty much a die-hard keyboard and mouse player when it comes to first-person shooters. I never really liked playing first-person shooters with a controller. I've gotten a little more tolerant of it in recent years. As a kid and growing up, I couldn't stand it. But yeah, I mean, I've played a few more games, a few more first-person shooters with just a regular controller over recent years, like this and Soldier of Fortune, which is one of my favorite games on the Dreamcast. And yeah, I didn't mind it too much, so I've gotten a little more tolerant of it in recent years, which is good. Allows me to play some games that I would never have played previously because of my intolerance of using a controller for first-person shooters. But that's one of the things I've always loved about the Dreamcast, is just about every first-person shooter on the console supports the keyboard and mouse. And this is one of the few games that actually doesn't. So the first level in the game is pretty much all of this same creature. This purple head crab-like monster creature thing. But there is a decent variety of enemies in the game, which is good. They tend to introduce them to you slowly as you go through the game. And a lot of the major new enemies in the game, they'll actually introduce them to you with a cutscene, which is interesting. It's like, hey, here's a new enemy type. Alright, I need to blow up that switch, which I can't do yet because I don't have a gun. There's a gun in the door to the left over there. But I need to take care of these purple head crabs first. Or die, one of the two. It's kind of hard at the beginning when all you have is the sword. A very sick looking sword, honestly, but the sword actually does come in handy. I tend to use the sword a lot for destroying enemy spawn points. This game is actually very similar to Gauntlet in that way, where all the enemies come out of a spawn point and you need to destroy the spawn point in order to stop the flow of enemies. Alright, let me turn around the other way. I need to face the enemies. Not that it really did me a whole lot of good. I tend to die a lot at the beginning of this game, until I get the gun. And then I die a little bit less. As you can see, the game is actually running pretty smoothly right now. It's mainly in the later levels that have the issues with the frame rate. And again, I think that kind of points towards the game being rushed out. I think they didn't put as much time into optimizing the later levels in the game. Not as much time as they could have, anyway. But I don't mind it all that much. I was able to play through the whole game with, despite having all the frame rate issues. Of course, I'd say I'm probably a little bit more tolerant of low frame rates than most people, mainly because as a kid I tended to play a lot of games on an underpowered PC. So I'm sure I played tons of games at probably around 15 frames per second. So I don't mind it quite as much as most people, I'm sure. Grab this key here. I don't even know what this key is for, actually. I don't think you actually need it to proceed through the level. Actually, I know you don't. I'm pretty sure it's for some sort of bonus or secret area. Either that or you have to collect keys to unlock certain things. I'm not sure. But either way, I just need to blow this thing up and open this door. One lone head crab in here. Let me just jump down here because I want to grab these ammo crates. And then we can proceed out the door. Just need to blow up these barrels. And there we go. First part of the first level. They split up the different levels into multiple sections. I don't know if they do that on the PC version. I haven't really played much of the PC version. I do have it. Well, I don't really own it. I downloaded it from places. But yeah, I haven't played much of it, so I don't know what the PC version is like. From what I understand, I don't think they split up the levels like they do in the Dreamcast version. They don't have multiple sections. Obviously, this is due to hardware limitations, not being able to load the entire level at once. At least I assume this is just the Dreamcast version. But luckily, the load times aren't all that terrible. They're certainly not Soldier of Fortune terrible, and if you've ever played the Dreamcast version of that, you know what I'm talking about. 1 minute plus load times, sometimes close to 2 minutes. It's pretty insane. Okay, I'm just gonna skip that. There is a storyline to this game. I don't really pay much attention to it. This is one of those games where it has a storyline, but nobody really cares. So, I can jump on top of these crates, but not right now. You need to get some upgrades. You need to find the purple boots in order to jump higher. And that's pretty much the goal of the game, is as you're going through the game, you build up your Kiss armor. And eventually you're in full Kiss regalia, ready to rock. This game actually doesn't really have any Kiss music in it. At least it doesn't play in the background. You can play some Kiss music in that first section if you go over to the jukebox. But it doesn't play during normal sections of the game. Which is probably a good thing. I don't think Kiss music would really go all that well just playing in the background. The music that they do have in the background is actually pretty good. I mean, it's nothing special, but it works with the atmosphere of the game. It's just some nice ominous background music. So they did a decent job with that. I have a feeling that they might have actually started with Kiss music in the background, but then they decided, this doesn't really go all that well. I mean, I can't see Rock and Roll All Night playing in the background while I'm shooting enemies. I don't know, maybe it would work, you never know. But yeah, you can play, I think there are only 30-second clips or so of various Kiss songs on the jukebox. Yeah, so this is one of the new enemies. As you can see, they introduced them with a cutscene. They only do that with the more powerful enemies, more of the major enemies in the game. They'll just have a cutscene and say, hey, here's a new enemy type. Which is pretty cool. Cool way of introducing you to new things. So I got the boots now, which means I can now jump on top of crates. Which is something that always mystified me when I first started playing this game. Like, why can't I jump on top of crates? Like, there's a key on top of a crate, there's other things, other places that look like you can get to by jumping on top of crates, but you can't jump on top of the crates. You just can't jump high enough. At least not at the beginning anyway, not until you get the boots upgrade. Come on, get up there. There we go. Did I just glitch my way on top of this wall? Oh wow. How the heck did I get up here? Was I... Okay, it does not seem like I should be able to jump up here. But somehow... I seem to have glitched the game out. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna go up there anyway, because that is not where I'm supposed to go. But that's kind of weird. It's like I got stuck on the ledge. Okay, I think... Is there an enemy spawn point in there? I think there is. Or maybe not. Never mind. Or maybe down here? Nope, that's just a dead end. Okay. Never mind then. I think I need to go... Well, there's a health thing over here. I'll take that. Yeah, I think I... Ooh, is that a secret? Okay, there's one tile on the wall there that looks like it looks different than all the rest of them. Okay, it's not a secret though. Okay, I need to go... back... I'm back that way. Okay, I'm kind of lost. Oh, up there, that's right. Yeah, I gotta go back up here. And back this way. It's been a while since I played the game. I beat the game probably... Was it about a year ago? A couple of years ago? Something like that. There was a big pause in between when I started the game and when I finished it. Because I got to a point where I got lost and didn't know where to go. And, yeah, it took me a couple of years before I came back to the game and actually figured out where to go. Oh, there's a shotgun over here. Sweet. Why are these enemies just jumping out of the wall? Is this a trap down here? I don't really need to go down here. Except for the shotgun. I mean, the shotgun's cool, but probably not worth dying over. Okay, I need to go this way, I think. Yeah. Down there. Okay, let me just grab this ammo real quick. Take care of the demon dog. Oh, come on. I got my sword. Slash him. There we go. Spawn point, take care of that. Take care of the dog. There we go. Making progress. It's always good. Oh, it's a new enemy type. This is the Arachna Clown, I think. Yep. Really freaky looking enemy. I really like some of the enemy designs in this game. They're so creative. especially that one. The Arachna Clown. I do not have much health here. Luckily, I think they give you unlimited lives in this game, which is definitely handy. You're gonna be dying a lot. Should probably have a gun. A little bit better than the sword with these guys, at least. Wait, did I already flip this? No, I didn't. Okay. That opens that. Let's go take care of the clown. Take care of these guys first, just so they don't get in my way. If I remember right, the sword actually works best against the Arachna Clown. Just get right up to him and just swing the sword. But that works too. Okay, not too bad. Lost a bit of health, but could have been worse. And there we go, the end of the first level. Moving on to Pain Plaza. Isn't that a plaza you want to visit? Okay. Skip the cutscene. And we're heading down. Down to the depths. The depths of the Pain Plaza. Ooh, shotgun. We'll take shotgun. I mean, I already have a shotgun, but more ammo for the shotgun. Oop. No, don't want to do that. Back up, back up. I remember this is one of the more frustrating aspects of the game. Some sections have you jumping on top of crates and other things, doing some semi-platforming, which I hate in first-person shooters. I don't think there's too much of it, luckily, but it is there. It's a thing in this game, unfortunately. Oh, that was pretty good. I'm getting good at first-person platforming. There is a reason they don't normally make platformers in first-person view. What I do like about this game is it definitely has that old-school first-person shooter feel to it. I'd say in contrast to something like Unreal Tournament, which I think has a little bit more of a modern feel to it. A little bit closer to modern FPSs than something like this. Something like this feels a lot more like Quake and a bit of Doom, I suppose. It definitely has those influences to it. And again, a little bit of Gauntlet, but just because of the enemy spawn points. Okay, that's taken care of. I believe there's another one over here. Yes, there is. See, the sword works best there. Sometimes you can get the enemies as they're spawning. Just like that. Yeah, I think I do have the aim down. I didn't think I did, but maybe I do. New enemy approaching. The gas bags. Yeah, if these guys explode, the gas will hurt you, so you want to keep your distance from them. They also tend to lower the frame rate quite a bit. I don't know if it's because of the transparent gas or what. Try and get this guy while he's behind the pillar. Or maybe I can't get him from here. Nope, I'm not close enough, I don't think. Can I just peek over the edge here? Maybe? No. Oh well, I tried. I love how they fly around like a balloon with a hole in it after you kill them. Flip the switch behind the bar, and there's my belt. I'm not sure what the belt actually does. All the different armor pieces that you get have some sort of function to them. I forget what the belt does. I know the shoes make you jump higher. Or maybe the belt just gives you more armor, I don't know. I mean, they're technically all armor pieces, so... But I don't know if they give you more defense. Or if all of them do, anyway. Armor up. Yeah, I'm looking pretty sick now. Ready to rock and roll all night. Another thing that this game is missing in comparison to the PC version is online multiplayer. Would have been pretty awesome had they implemented that into the Dreamcast version. I would not be surprised if they had intended to do so, but just didn't get around to it, just like the keyboard and mouse support. Well, I should say just mouse support, since it does support the keyboard. So strange. But yeah, online multiplayer would have been sweet in this. Alright, turn, turn. There we go. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what that did. But I guess we'll find out. Excuse me, sir. I need to get past you. Part 2 of Pain Plaza coming up. Okay. Heading on up. Oh, Arachnoclown. Hey, buddy. Oh, I am out of ammo in my machine gun. I'm just gonna get right up to him and blast him with my shotgun. That works. That water is very unnatural. I don't know what that's filled with, but that ain't no water. Actually, this game has a very purple theme if you look at it. There's a purple sky, you got purple water over here. The Kiss guy in the bottom left there, the guy I'm playing. I'm not sure their names other than Gene Simmons. I'm not huge into Kiss. I do like Rock and Roll All Night, as most people do. But yeah, they have purple eyes. Got purple ammo pickups. It's got quite the purple theme going on. Okay, I don't know if you can go this way. I don't think so. That might open at some point. But it's not open right now. Just gonna grab all the various pickups around here. Sometimes I get lost. This might actually be where I came from. This game can be a bit maze-like at times. I got a key. Again, I'm not really sure what the keys are for. But I got it anyway. I don't think you're supposed to go in the water. Yeah, definitely not supposed to go in the water. There are sections in the game where you can swim, but not here. You don't want to swim in that purple water. What's this? That is a locked door of some kind, it seems. It looks that way, anyway. A map would really come in handy right now. Because I'm not entirely sure which direction I came from. It was right here. Okay. Yeah, this is where I came in. This might be a good time to end the video. While I'm completely lost. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's gotta be this way. There we go. I knew I'd find my way eventually. We found the library. Yeah, this is one of the platforming sections in the game, if I remember right. You need to go up here and jump on top of the bookcases. Anybody in here? Anybody at all? Some giant books. We've somehow made it to Wonderland. Yeah, those are some pretty hefty books. Oh, there's the armor vest. Need to get that. Okay, up the ladder here. That's another annoying thing. Sometimes the ladders can be really annoying getting on and off them. Oh, hello. Hello, gas bags. Okay, that takes care of them. I have no idea where that armor actually was, but I'll find it. Somewhere up here. Don't sneak up on me. Oh, that was close. You can shoot from the ladder, which is nice. Not all games let you do that. Not all the games. Okay, I'm a little bit lost. Just a little bit. Wait, did I jump from the ladder to here? Maybe I went backwards. That's probably what it is. Or maybe I'm going backwards now. I don't know. I never know. Here's another ladder. Can I go up here? No, too steep. Yeah, so we're just about approaching 30 minutes in the video now, so I'm probably going to end the video here, considering I'm just going to roam around aimlessly, because I'm completely lost right now. And I'm sure that isn't all that entertaining to watch. But I might actually live stream this at some point and do a full playthrough. But I really like this game. It's fun. It may not be for everyone. I'm sure some people just would not be able to stand the slowdowns in the game, but I really didn't have a problem with it, and I enjoyed my playthrough of this game, so I definitely recommend checking this out. It's a bit of an underrated hidden gem in my opinion. But anyway guys, this has been Halloweek, Day 4. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you had, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.